I'm Melanie. I'm here at Henham Studios and we're going to do some Pilates. Okay, so we're going to start standing for a little bit of warm-up. So our feet are hip width apart in a nice parallel position. Your knees are soft. We're going to get our pelvis into a neutral position to start. So just soften the knees and tip the pelvis all the way forwards and then back. Picturing what it's doing, and you want to bring it up to a nice level position. So imagining the sides, front and back, and coming to a good level position. Holding that there, coming up tall. Let the hands come down. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, engage your pelvic floor. Lift it up. Holding it there, with your next breath out, think about your abdominals. You want a slight pulling together across the front. Lengthening up the spine, you get a nice big gap between rib and hip, and lifting through the top of the head. Bring both of the shoulders up to the ears really tight and let them go suddenly. And again, all the way up and drop them down. Let the head come forward, feeling a nice long stretch up the back of the neck, and feel the shoulder blades dropping down towards the floor. Keeping that length in the neck, slowly lift the chin, bringing it back up parallel to the floor. Think about the breath, taking a couple of breaths in and out, really pushing the ribs out to the side as you inhale and letting them fall back as you exhale. And again, breathing in and out. And again, one more. And let's roll the shoulders with the next breath in, bring them up and roll them over. You get a nice opening across the front of the chest and getting rid of all that tension. Let's do one more here. And then bring the hands up to the shoulders and take the elbows in a big circle. Get the shoulder blades working. And one more here. And let the hands drop down. Take a big breath in through the nose and blow it away. And again, breath in and out. And again, breathing in and out. Breath in and out. And reverse it. Bring the shoulders forward and forwards. Nice easy rolls. And one more. Hands up and inwards with the elbows. Last one. Let the hands drop down. Big breath in and out. Feel the shoulders dropping down as you lower the arms. Open across the front of the chest. Two more. Breath in and out. And breathing in and out. Give the shoulders one last roll over. We're going to take a nice long reach to the side. Keep the weight on both feet and the other way. Reach. And up tall. And again. And reach. You can take it long to the side, come up tall, and slide down the other way, stretching up and over, and come tall. And again, reaching over. Keeping that weight centered. Two more. And come straight. Last one, hold it there, and push the hips away. Get a nice long stretch up the side. Come up tall, and down. And again, reach first, up tall, and over to the side. And come straight. Keeping that weight on both feet. Two more. Get a little bit further over each time. Keep the shoulders and hips square to the front. Hold this one over to the side. And push the hips away. Get an extra stretch. Up tall and down. Okay, let's work on warming up the hip area. So bring the hands up to the hips. Still up tall through the top of the head. Weight is coming down the center of the foot. Peel the right foot away and bring the knee up to hip height. And fall over. And then bring it back down to the floor through the foot. Other side, peel and lift. Thinking up through the top of the head the whole time. Breathing in to come up. And exhale to come down. Breathing in. And out. Opening out the hip with this one, so coming up. On the exhale, open the hip. Come back center and down. Breathing in and out. Back to the center and down. So bring in the arms. Breath in, bring everything up tall. Open out to the side. Come back center and down. Other leg. Inhale. Open out. Back to the center and down. Same thing, and do it one more time. Add a little bend on the end. So come back center, get yourself steady and bend. And 2. 2 more. And 4. And come down. On the other side. Inhale to come up. Open out. Come back center and bend. 2. 2 more. And bring it down to the mat. Okay, standing up tall, we're going to roll down through the spine nice and slow. Keeping that length up the back of the neck, take a breath in and bring the head forward. Shoulders follow, let the arms hang heavy as you come down through each bit of the spine. Heavy arms. Breathing out as you lower yourself towards the floor. And just pause when you're at your maximum. Give your head a little shake. Make sure your arms are super heavy. Take a breath in, pulling the belly button to the spine, and start rolling up. Bring your pelvis back into that neutral position, and everything else follows. Arms fall back into their natural position. Soften the knees, take a breath in, reach up, and lift the chest to the ceiling. Arms come wide, up tall. Going down again, breath in, length up the back of the head, taking it forward. Let the arms hang, coming through the spine, all the way down to the bottom. And just hold there at the bottom, let your arms get super heavy, make sure your neck's relaxed, and let the arms start to swing, taking them in small circles. Feel the pull of them from the shoulder. And then the other way. And then bring them to a stop. Take that breath in, pulling up the belly, and bring it back up. Lengthening the spine as you come up tall, and the shoulder arms just drop back into their natural position. Breath in, soften the knees, reach up, and tip the chest back. Arms come wide, up tall. And we're going to come down to the mat with this one. So same roll down, keep that length up the back of the neck. Breathing out. Coming through each bit of the spine. And at the bottom, bend your knees, come to a crouch, and come sitting position on the mat. Knees up, feet flat. Okay, so you've got a 90-degree bend in the knees, hip width apart. Nice and tall through the spine, right up on your sit bones, getting a lift through the top of the head. We're just going to contract in the belly and progress to a complete roll down. So you come a bit further forward, just rest your hands lightly on your shins. Keep nice and open across the chest, your shoulder blades are drawing down towards the floor. Taking a breath in as you exhale, suck the belly back, curl through the lower back, and complete the curve by dropping the head forward. Trying to keep the shoulders over the hips. And then recover, coming up tall, right back up onto the sit bones. And again, breathing in to suck back in the belly and complete that curve. And back up tall. And again, scooping through, putting the belly button back to the spine and getting a nice curve through the whole of the spine. And back up tall. Okay, release the arms in front, keeping the shoulders nice and low and back. We're going to start taking it back a little. So get that scoop first, curling in the belly, and then take it back just a little way. Keep the shoulders nice and loose, and recover. Right up onto the sit bones. And again, breath in at the top, exhale as you suck back, and roll through the spine. And back up. And again, breath in at the top, scoop and curl through. Little. Exhale to come all the way back up to the top. Keep the shoulders nice and low, scoop the belly, rolling back, and back up tall. Okay, we're going to progress it into a full roll down, so scooping the belly to come back, curling through the lower spine, all the way down, and float the arms back to the floor behind. Take the legs out long, soften that bottom rib, keep pulling it down to the mat, belly's all engaged, shoulders are dropped back. We're going to breathe in and float the arms forward. Exhale, lift the chin, lift the head, and come up through the spine, right up tall with a little reach forward over the feet, and recovering right up on the sit bones. And again, scoop the belly first, curl through the lower back, releasing down to the mat, breathing out as you come down, and floor behind. Keeping that bottom rib soft, not letting them lift. Take a breath in, float the arms, tuck the chin, keep that length up the back of the neck, and keep on coming all the way up, and a little reach forward, back up tall. We've got two more. Scoop the belly, curl through the spine, breathing out. As you come down to the floor, float the arms behind. Breath in as they come forward. Length up the back of the head, all the way up to the top, and a little reach forward over the feet. Up tall, curl through the spine, leg down to the mat, arms over the head. Last one, breathing in, keep that length, keep the chin tucked, all the way up to the top, and a little reach forward. We're going to come down to the mat and stay there. So scoop the belly, curl through the spine, and come all the way down, still taking the arms up over the head. Okay, leaving the arms where they are, bring the feet up, hip width apart, nice flat feet, and settle the back on the mat. Get that area around here, pushing down to the mat, sucking in at the belly. We're going to do a chest lift, reaching forward with the arms. So take a breath in and float the arms forward, and keep on coming, length up the back, and reach the arms forward. Come as high as you can, and release back down. Floating the arms back, breath in, and again. Keep that length, push the tailbone to the mat, and release down. Got two more here. Breathing in, pull that rib down, push the tailbone to the mat, and reach forward. Release back, rolling through, float the arms back. Last time, come forward, lift up in the chest, and reach. And come back down, floating the arms. Okay, bring the arms forward, and bring them to the floor beside in a low V, palms facing down. Taking a breath in, with the exhale, bring the right leg up to a tabletop position. Knee above the hip, shin parallel to the floor. Second breath in, as you exhale, other legs coming up to join it. Keep grounded, make sure you're not lifting in the small of the gap. Keep pulling down through the belly. Holding it there, we're just going to take a toe tap, bringing the right leg forward, whole leg moving forward, and up, and the left, and up. Keep breath, exhale as the foot comes forward, inhale as it comes back up. Watch that the knees don't start creeping forward, they stay above the hips. And again, breath out, and in. Breathing out, and in. Let's bring the arms in, bring them up to dead bug position, as I like to call it. Check your tabletop position, opposite arm and leg. So take the leg down and the arm behind the head. And back up to the start. And again, other leg. And down. And dropping it back with the arm back to the start. Taking it back. And in. Okay, just do a couple more on each side. Then we're going to do both legs at the same time. And up. Okay, let's take the arms down. Now, when you're using both legs, you want to lift. You don't want to get any lift in the small of the back. So keep pulling down the belly. Check your tabletop position. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lower both legs down. Now you get to a point where you feel compromised in the lower back, stop. If you can continue taking them down to the floor, go ahead. Bring them back up. And again, breathing out, pulling down in the center, lowering the legs. And back up. Bring the arms in as well. Check your position, breath in, and take them arms back, legs forward to the floor. And back up. And again, breathing out, and in, and out, and in. Let's do one more. Out. Breath in to come back. Bring the knees into the chest. Exhale and pull them down, spreading the back on the mat. Okay, release the knees forward a fraction. Keep the hands on the front of the knees. We're going to do a single leg stretch. You're taking a breath in. As you exhale, lift the chest up. Okay, we're going to extend the right leg long. Pull the other knee into the chest. So take it long, extend the leg away, and then switch. And switch. All the time pulling down in the belly, keeping that chest lift, keeping the neck relaxed, and not pushing the chin forward. And switch. And switch. 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 Got two more. And switch. And then bring both knees in, ready to go into a double leg. Both legs extending forward, arms forward and back. Take a breath in. As you exhale, take them long. Sweep it round to come in. And again, take it long. And in. Breath out. And in. Breathing out. And in. Four more. Take it out. Keep pulling down in the belly. Make sure the neck is still relaxed. Last two. Breathing out. And in. We're going to hold this last one. Take it out long and hold. Keep pulling down with each breath out. Breathe. And bring it in. Take the head and shoulders back to the mat. Feet down. And take a full stretch. Release the belly. Take a really good breath in through the nose. And blow it away. And then roll yourself over onto your side in a nice long lying position. So got a long arm, top arm long. Now, it's really normal to sink in the way, so you want all the time to be pushing that leg away. Nice and simple, single leg lift. So keep that lift in the hip so it's still at a good right angle to the floor. You can have your arm tucked if it's more comfy. You're going to flex the feet, keep that arm long. Simple single leg lift. So just lifting up and down. It's like little breaths. Lifting up and down. Keep the toes pointing forward, so you're keeping in a parallel position. And four. Keep pushing that heel away the whole time, so you're lengthening that leg out of the hip. Two more. And lift. Last one, we're going to hold it in that lifted position and rotate the whole leg from the hip. So you want to bring your top hand to the hip to make sure it's not going to roll backwards. You're just going to rotate the whole leg. And bring the toes back forward. Rotate. All the time lengthening that leg away, so you're keeping that lift and rotating from the hip. And back forward. Rotate. And forward. And rotate, and forward. Last time. Finish in that parallel position and point the foot. You're going to take that leg in small circles. Keep the hand on the hip if you wish, on the floor in front, or nice and long. So keep lengthening that leg away and take it in circles. And 2, 3, 4. Try and keep them accurate. And 2 more. And we're going to take them the other way. Okay, finish at that point and take them back first. Okay, when you take them past the midline of the body, you've got to really be careful you don't roll over to the back. And 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, 8, and hold it still. Flex that foot and bring the other one up to meet it. You might need to push down a little on the mat if you don't feel steady. Keeping them parallel, so there's toes pushing forward, bring the underneath leg up. And down. And up. Keep that top leg lengthening away out of the hip. And 4. We're going to bring it up and hold it there. So both legs reaching away, take the top leg a little higher. Just for 4, 3, and 4, and just hold them there. Release the hand if you can, pushing the way, pushing them away, toes pushing forward, and release down. Bend the knees up, and push yourself up onto your forearm. Okay, we're going to take the top leg long. You can keep them both bent. Let's start with the top leg long. If you need to keep them bent, it's fine. We're going to lift the hips up to the ceiling. Okay, so make sure elbow is at least under your shoulder. We don't want it wide because you're going to stress your shoulder and your forearm and palm facing down to the floor. Okay, top arm long. We're going to take a breath in and lift the hips up to the ceiling. So exhale as you push up and come back down. And again, breathing out. Keep that lift the whole time under this side. Push up. And down. And again, pushing up. And one more. Pushing up. Okay, let's try. Progress it on. Extend both legs. And you can have the front leg and top leg in front of the back leg, or stack them. Whichever feels good for you. Keeping that lift under here. Taking a breath in. You're going to exhale and push up. And come down. And again, reach up. And down. 2 more. Pushing up. Push down with this hand. And we're going to hold that last one at the top. Take a breath in and take the hand over the head. Back up to the side. And reach through. Come up tall. And nice controlled. Come back down to the mat. Bring the knees in. Push yourself up. And take a stretch over to the side. Come back up tall, swing your legs round to the front, and we do the same thing on the other side. So get a good start position, a nice straight line between shoulder and hip, and your feet are slightly forward. And tuck your arm if it's more comfortable, and rest the top arm along the leg. Flexing the feet, pushing that top leg long, so make sure your legs are the same length. Nice simple single leg lifts. Breathing in to lift up, and down. And again, keep those toes pointing forward. It's like little breaths with the leg. Breathing in and out, in, out. Got 2 more. Breathing in, out, in. And we're going to hold the next one. Holding it up there, we're going to rotate the legs. So bring the hand to the hip, make sure it doesn't wibble over to the back. And rotate the whole leg, toes to the ceiling. And forward. And again. Moving the whole leg from the hip, rotating. And front. Rotate. Got 3 more. Rotate. Really push from the hip, pushing that heel forward. Last one, push the heel. And come straight. Point the foot. Hand to the mat if you need the stability, little circles. And taking nice accurate circles, lengthening the leg, pushing it away. And 4, got 4 more. Keep the breath nice and steady. 2, 3, and 4. And the other way. Watch that behind the midline, makes you feel a bit wobbly. Keep the hips pointing up to the ceiling. And 4, 4 more, rotate, 2, 3, and 4. Hold. Flex the foot again, underneath leg coming up to meet it. Bring it up and down. 2 and 3 and 4. Up and hold, top leg going higher, and 1. Still reaching away, whee, and 2, 3, and 4. Hold them both, reaching along with the legs, nice control, bring them back down to the mat. Bend them back in and come up on the forearm. Okay, find a good position with the arm, make sure it's directly under the shoulder. Keeping the underneath leg bent, take the top leg long, get that lift under the rib cage, breath in and push up. And come down. And reach. And down. 2 more, reach up and down. And push up and down. Progress it. Take both legs long, top leg in front if you wish. Keep them nice and flexed. Keep that lift under here. Breath in and push up. And down. And again. And down. Exhale to come up. Inhale down. Hold this next one. Take a breath. Take the arm over the head. Back out to the side. And thread it through. Come back up straight and release down to the mat. Bend the knees in, push yourself up and over and stretch over to the side. And come back up straight. Okay, we're going to come over onto all fours. So bring yourself to a good 4-point kneeling position. Okay, so you're hip width apart with the knees, hands under the shoulders, spread the fingers. And just hold in that position for a second. Think about it. Make sure you're not dropping in the chest or arching in the back. You've got a long spine, long through the top of the head, and the tailbone directing back. Lifting in the belly, so you're nice and long and strong. It's nice and simple, single arm and leg lift, Superman. So taking a breath in, as you exhale, take both arms and leg out and lift. Back down to the mat, and in. Other side, taking it long, lift, reaching forward with the hand, back with the foot, down, and in. Keeping the weight centered, and both hips facing down to the mat. Down, and in. Extend, lengthen as you lift up, back down, and in. I'm going to add on to that, so extend the arm and leg, lengthen as you lift up, and bring the leg down, and lift. 2. Okay, keep that lift in the belly so you're not arching the back. Last one, lift, and down, and bring it in. Other side, take it out long, lengthen as you lift up to that long line, down with the foot, and lift. 2. Okay, all the time keeping the lift in the belly. Last one, keeping that back strong. Going to go for a balance, and to do that we're going to come really close with the hands and feet. So take your 4-point and bring your hands and knees nice and close. Very simple, it's just a balance. Make sure your core is thoroughly engaged because you're less stable now that your hands and knees are together. Always best, I think, to go up with the leg first. So just slide the leg out long, find a balance, and just lift the leg. When you've found your balance, release the front opposite arm out to the front and lift. Lengthening away, have the feeling of reaching forward with the hand and back with the leg and falling over. Yeah, keep it. That's my bad side. So keep the lift in the belly the whole time. Reach with the hand forward, reach back with the foot. Keeping a nice long line between foot and hand. Holding there for breaths. Keep reaching. And then bring it down and in. Other side. Hopefully I won't wobble on this side. Keep the length in the back. Keep the shoulder blades pulling down towards the bottom. Leg first. Extend it. And lift up to hip height. Find your sweet spot. Find the balance. And release the hand forward. And lift. Reaching away with the hand. Reaching back with the foot. Lifting up in the belly. And breathe. Keep breathe, steady breath, hold, reaching forward, and nice control, come down and in. And drop yourself back into a long child's pose. Release the belly. Take a couple of deep breaths. Take the knees a little bit wider. Keep the arms in front, keep that length. And just walk the hands over to one side, over towards the right, and a stretch up the side, keep the bottom low over the heels, and just hold there for a couple of breaths. Walk the hands back to the center, and over to the other side. And a nice long stretch down the side. And bring them back into the center. Back into hip width. Take the legs apart and come back into 4-point kneeling. We'll do a quick cat stretch with a bit of weight transfer so we get a bit of work on the shoulders. So get back into a good 4-point position. Nice length through the top of the head. Take a breath in and then just tilt the pelvis, pull the waist to the ceiling, drop the head between the arms. Release back into that flat position. And lift the tailbone, pull the shoulder blades down, lift the head. And again, back through flat, and pull up in the waist. Drop in the head, get good lift in the middle. This time we're going to drop back over the heels. And then scoop forward, bringing the nose along the mat, as far forward as you can, as low as you can, and coming back in that. And recover to the flat. Bring the weight back centered. Pull up in the middle. Drop down over the heels. Nose along the mat. Transferring the weight over the arms as you arch the back coming up. Bring the weight back center. Long and flat in the back. Pulling up in the waist. Dropping back. Taking the nose along the mat. As far as you can, as low as you can. Weight over the shoulders, come up and back into the center position. Drop back over the heels and roll up through the spine, coming up tall and come back to a sitting position. And I'll come back this way. And we're going to take ourselves back down to the mat, nice and slowly with a nice slow roll down. So back sitting, right up on your sit bones. Release the arms in front, take a breath in and roll through the spine. Breathing out, nice slow roll down to the mat. All the way down. Okay, bring the knees up, feet flat. And knees and ankles nice and close together this time. Take the arms in a low V. Make sure your shoulders are dropped back to the floor. And your gaze is directly up at the ceiling. Take a breath in as you exhale. Nice control. Drop both knees over to the right hand side. Okay, keep the shoulders dropped back and flat. Take a breath in as you exhale. Pull these ribs down to the mat. Use your core, not your legs, to bring your legs back up to the center position. And down to the other side. Nice control, drop down. Breath in. As you exhale, pull the ribs to the mat. Knees come back up to the center. And again, straight down over to the other side. Okay, so we're going to do a chest opener. You want to take a breath in as you bring the arm over, bring yourself onto your side. As you exhale, take the arm above the head, leaving the knees where they are, opening out the chest and bringing the arm back round to the side. Breath in as the hands come together. Exhale above the head, opening out the chest, bringing the shoulders back to the mat. And again, breath in, come together. Exhale as you make that big circle, opening the chest. Last one, breathing in. Exhale to open out. Hold that last position. Big breath in as you exhale, pull down the rib cage, knees come up to the center and over to the other side. Okay, let the legs get nice and heavy in that position. And then breath in, bring the hands together. Onto your side. Exhale, take the hand above the head, opening out the chest, laying the shoulders back on the floor. Breath in, come together. Exhale. 2 more times. Breathing in to come across. Out to make that big arc. Laying the shoulders back down. Last time. Breath in. Exhale, open. Hold that last position. Exhale as you pull that rib down. Bring your knees back up to the center. And just hold at the top. Okay, hold that position there. And I always finish my sessions, I'm going to sit up so I can speak, with a breathing exercise. So staying in your lying down position, with your knees up, feet flat. Just relax your upper body. In fact, I'll lie down. I'm going to stop that and I'll do that bit again.
Go for it.
Huh?
Just start again and do it.
Start again. Okay, so you're back in a nice comfy position. On the mat, shoulders are dropped back, knees up, feet flat. If you find it more comfy to have extended legs, that's fine. Personally, I find it better to have them up. Okay, always finish my classes with a nice breathing exercise. It's 4-7-8 breathing, which is a really excellent way of achieving lots of things. Getting to sleep, stop feeling agitated, lowering your blood pressure, and just recentering yourself, preparing for the rest of what's coming next. Okay, so to do this, we take a big breath in through the nose, let the belly expand as well, so you're full of air. And then get rid of it, blow it away through the mouth. And again, big breath in through the nose. And blow it away. Now we're going to breathe in for 4, hold it for a count of 7, and blow it out for a count of 8. So breathing in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and blow out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 4, 5, 6, 7, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then breathe at your own rate, nice normal steady breaths. And then when you're ready to come up, bring yourself over to your left hand side and come up nice and slowly. That breathing exercise can make you a little giddy, so take your time because it is quite effective at lowering your blood pressure. Thank you.